Imagine this. It's a freezing December night in Manhattan, 2019. Rain lashes the windows of a tiny cockroach-infested studio apartment in Queens. You're 28 years old, $47,000 in credit card debt, and your visa is about to expire. Your family back in Pimpri, India sold their only gold bangles to send you here for the American dream. You've just been fired from your third dead-end tech support job in 6 months. The landlord has slipped an eviction notice under the door. Your phone is dead, and in your hand you clutch a dog-eared paperback you found in a dollar bin at a sidewalk sale 2 weeks earlier. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You flip it open to page 37 and read the words that hit you like lightning. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. You laugh bitterly at first because right now your mind can only conceive failure. But something in those 11 words refuses to let go. You read them again and again, out loud this time, voice cracking in the dark. That single moment, that single quote, became the spark that would one day build a $2.8 billion green tech empire spanning New York, London, Dubai, and Mumbai, creating thousands of jobs on 3 continents and proving to the world that Napoleon Hill wasn't just writing self-help, he was revealing the hidden operating system of reality itself. This is the true story of Rajesh Raj Patel. My story, your story, anyone's story who dares to believe. And if you're sitting in London sipping tea, scrolling from a Silicon Valley coffee shop, or reading this in Sydney at 2 a.m., keep going. Because the same principle that worked for a broke Indian immigrant in Queens works for you, right now, wherever you are. The boy from Pimpri who dared to dream big. Rajesh grew up in a 400-square-foot flat in Pimpri, Maharashtra. His father drove an auto rickshaw. His mother stitched clothes for neighbors. Electricity came for only 6 hours a day. Yet every night, after the kerosene lamp flickered out, young Raj would lie on the thin mattress and stare at the crocked ceiling, imagining skyscrapers, airplanes, and a life where his parents didn't have to worry about the next meal. He devoured whatever books he could borrow, old copies of Reader's Digest, pirated self-help PDFs on a friend's cracked smartphone. When he scored 92% in his 12th grade exams, the entire Mohalla celebrated with free masal pav. But college fees were impossible, so Raj worked nights at a call center while studying engineering by day. He graduated with honors and a mountain of debt. In 2017, on a student visa lottery win, he landed in New York with $800 in his pocket and 1 suitcase. The American dream greeted him with a $1,200 a month room in a basement shared with 5 other immigrants, 14-hour shifts fixing laptops, and endless no's from every startup he pitched his half-baked solar app idea to. By late 2019, he was broken, depressed, ready to book a one-way ticket home and admit defeat. That night with the Hill book changed the trajectory forever. The night the quote became his religion. Rajesh didn't just read the quote, he weaponized it. He wrote it on the bathroom mirror in permanent marker. He recorded himself saying it 100 times every morning while walking to the subway. He printed it on index cards and taped it inside his wallet, his laptop, even the inside of his shoes. But Hill taught something deeper than positive thinking. In the chapters on faith and autosuggestion, he explained that belief is not wishing, it's a state of mind you program into your subconscious through repetition and emotional intensity until your brain starts spotting opportunities others miss. Raj began visualizing with ferocious detail. He saw himself on the cover of Forbes. He felt the leather seat of a first-class flight to London. He heard the applause at a UN climate summit as he announced his company, Green Forge AI, had just powered 10 million homes with affordable solar microgrids across the global south and the west. He didn't have investors, he didn't even have a working prototype, but he had the quote burning in his chest like a second heartbeat. The valley of hell, where most people quit. 2020 hit like a freight train. COVID-19. Layoffs. His mother fell ill back home. He couldn't send money. His girlfriend left him, saying, "Raj, dreams are cute until the rent is due." He lived on one meal a day, $2 ramen, slept on a park bench one night when the landlord changed the locks. A venture capitalist laughed in his face during a Zoom pitch. "Kid, go back to India and code for us. This solar AI idea is science fiction." Every no felt like a punch. Doubt screamed louder than the quote. But Raj remembered Hill's warning. Most great people have achieved their greatest success just one step beyond their greatest failure. So he doubled down. He used his last $47 to buy domain greenforge.ai. He coded the MVP himself at night in McDonald's Wi-Fi. He cold emailed 312 climate tech founders offering free consulting in exchange for 15-minute advice calls. Only 11 replied. One of them was Dr. Elena Petrova, a former NASA engineer now running a small clean tech fund in London. She listened to Raj's passionate 3 a.m. pitch and said, "You sound insane, but I like insane. Send me your deck." That call became his first real mastermind. Crossing the ocean with nothing but belief. By late 2021, Raj had scraped together a seed round of $180,000 from angel investors he met through Dr. Petrova's network. He moved to a tiny office in Brooklyn and hired his first 2 engineers, both immigrants like him. The product? An AI platform that used satellite data, weather patterns, and blockchain micropayments to deliver solar energy cheaper than coal in remote areas. It could scale from a Maharashtra village to a UK housing estate. But scaling required capital, $15 million Series A. Investors wanted traction in Western markets first. So Raj flew to London on a one-way ticket with $312 left in his account. He slept on Dr. Petrova's couch. He pitched at every climate conference, every accelerator. Rejections piled up again, 38 and 42 days. One rainy afternoon outside Canary Wharf, soaked and exhausted, he pulled out the same dog-eared paperback from his backpack. He read the quote aloud in the middle of the street, tourists staring. That night, he wrote a new affirmation. "Greenforge AI is already powering the world. I see the contracts. I feel the impact. I believe it so completely that the universe has no choice but to deliver." The breakthrough that shocked everyone. 2 weeks later, a UK-based impact fund backed by Richard Branson's Virgin Unit Network reached out after seeing Raj's viral LinkedIn post about the quote. They didn't just invest, they introduced him to the British government's Net Zero Innovation Challenge. Greenforge won the £4.2 million grant. Within 6 months, pilot projects launched in rural Scotland and Maharashtra simultaneously. The AI platform reduced energy costs by 64% in both places. Word spread like wildfire. By 2023, Raj closed a $42 million Series B led by a New York climate VC. The company was now valued at $280 million. He opened offices in London's Tech City and Mumbai's Bandra. Forbes called him the immigrant who believed his way to a unicorn. But the real magic wasn't the money, it was the proof. In 2024, Greenforge powered the first carbon-negative data center in Virginia, USA, saving Google and Microsoft millions while creating 1,200 green jobs. In the UK, it helped 47,000 council homes go solar. In India, 3.2 million rural households finally got reliable electricity. Raj stood on stage at COP29 in Baku, holding the same tattered book, and told the world, "I was broke, broken, and about to quit." One sentence from a man who interviewed Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and Thomas Edison changed everything. Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. The audience, CEOs from Silicon Valley, ministers from Whitehall, and entrepreneurs from Lagos to Sao Paulo gave him a standing ovation. Why this works for you, wherever you are. Raj's story isn't unique because he's special, it's universal because the principle is. Napoleon Hill spent 20 years studying 500 self-made millionaires during the Great Depression. He discovered that every single one of them used the exact same mental process: vivid conception plus burning belief plus relentless action. Elon Musk conceived reusable rockets when NASA said impossible. Richard Branson believed he could turn a record label into an airline, then a space company. Oprah believed her voice mattered when the world told her she didn't fit TV. They didn't have more talent, they had more belief. Here's how you start today, no matter if you're in a New York cubicle, a London flat, a Sydney startup hub, or reading this from your couch in Mumbai. Write your definite major purpose, one sentence describing exactly what you want with a deadline. Read it aloud twice daily, morning and night, with emotion as if it's already happened. Create a vision board or mental movie. See it, feel it, live it in your mind. Form or join a mastermind, 2 or more people who believe in your vision as much